Hey everybody, welcome back to the Brickanista Broadcast Network. And technology has always been interesting and a lot of fun, just seeing how everything is put together. And let me move this out of the way and just say, hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. And yeah, today I'm starting a new series because some of you know that kind of as a joke, last week I started doing a Rorschach print, and I have it right here. And when I was showing this to people, I said, yeah, this is my autobiography of myself as it falls apart. Yeah, I think that's one thing I've got to figure out. Some people have been telling me that it's okay to craggle things as far as putting super glue on things, and I just I just don't have the heart to do that. I still have a problem with trying to put things together and super gluing them down. Because maybe because I have an issue with permanency. I don't like things to be permanent. I don't know. But I will say that I've been really happy with the way these prints have been coming out. And I'm hoping I can get this together live. That's the one thing when you're live on camera, things don't always work out the way you think they're going to. So let me just set this down and put this back up. It goes back to clutch power. How much clutch do you have and how long will it stay? So one thought I had, and of course it's falling apart again, is that if I decide to do these as a permanent type of thing, I'm just going to hold on to this, then I'm going to have to figure out how to secure these better. And I don't know, maybe some of you might have an idea of what I can do that doesn't require super glue. Because I just don't want to have to super glue things, because I think, as I mentioned, it's permanent and then you can't reuse it for something else later. And that's one of the things that I'm concerned about. And like I said, trying to keep the clutch here, and then I'll try to show you on the down camera about the layering and why this is an interesting layout, because the layout is why this is different. People have told me that it's kind of like greebling in a way, where you put different shapes on top of each other, and then it actually is kind of greebling. Okay, I think I got it. Let me show it to you again. All right, please stay. Maybe if I talk nice to it, it'll stay in place. But here we go. Yeah, there we go. And like I said, there's just little things that it can be a very delicate process. But I had so much fun doing this, and people have been asking me, you know, you should hold on to this. I was going to tear this apart. Honestly, I built this last week. I was going to tear it apart after the Tricky Bricks review. But people on the chat were telling me, no, you should hold on to it. So one of the things I did is I went to Bricks and Minifigs today. So I went to yesterday. I went to Bricks and Minifigs yesterday and got a whole bunch of black plates, because as you can see, this is full of black plates and radar dishes. I am low on radar dishes though, so I'm not sure how far we're going to get today. But before I do that, I wanted to open this package that I got. I got some mail. I kind of know what this is already though. And let me move this back into place, and then I can show you the wonders of what is in the down camera. Yeah, the down camera is sometimes my friend. Yeah, okay. All right, so here we are. So we have our little box here, and this came from Brickcon. So many of you know that I was not able to go to Brickcon because my brother and my two nephews were very, very sick. So I wasn't able to get my con badge and also some other goodies. So I'm assuming that's what's in this box. And yeah, I had hoped that somebody would have been able to pick this up, but you know, things get busy when you're at a convention. Debo, how's it going? Radar dish love? Yeah. I'm going to have to probably get some from Bricks and Pieces or from, well, Bricks and Pieces takes a long time to get, so I may have to go into Brickland. Okay, so we have the Brickcon TBD Travel Build Display. So this was the convention booklet, and as you can see, lots of organizers and theme coordinators, and you should see, here I am, yay, dystopian. And unfortunately I wasn't there, so Eric Wilkinson ended up doing a lot of the heavy lifting for me, so thank you so much. He's also known as Brick Brain TV. You got some ads here. Health and safety, there was the mask mandate as far as King County, and the vaccine requirement too, and which vaccines are accepted. So that's interesting. Wow. They actually wrote a list of all of the ones: Pfizer, Moderna, J&J, Sinopharm, what's this other one? Sinovac, AstraZeneca, and Covishield. So you had to have those. So anyway, I hope you're doing well, Devo. We were talking about you the other day. Check your local pick-a-brick wall for black radar dishes. Oh, that's right. They probably have the pick-a-brick ones too. Mox, you know, anyway, this is just a lot of the discussion. I was hoping that they would have, here's the schedule. I know this is past, so you can't really do much about that, but what I was hoping is that they would have had a floor plan. But this is cool. They have these QR codes, so if you wanted to be able to, you know, watch them. From what I've heard, though, I don't think they're online yet or anymore. Here are the in-person attendees and the states they come from. And Washington, these are in-person attendees, so I should be on the list here for in-person attendees from Washington State. Yay, there I am. Naomi Takeuchi, yes, I'm here. And then the virtual attendees too, as far as all of the list of people. And I should have been on that list too as a virtual attendee because I registered for both. Oh well, it doesn't matter. And here are some other sponsors. And I was really happy to see the Brick Hut, because the Brick Hut's been wanting to display at Brickcon for a long time, and they got in. They got in this year. Okay, so what is in the bag? What's in the bag? Let's see. And this is cool. Let me get this out of the way. So this is, I guess, the swag bag that was part of the event. And if I remember correctly, aha, here are my 1x8 badges. So Jurassic World Vet Services, that's one of the mocks that I was working on. There's Brickanista, so from my badge, and Brickcon 2021. These are official Brickcon badges, and then there should be one from Lego that says, you know, adult fan of Lego recognized event or something like that. Oh, look at this! I've got a Star Wars Leia keychain. It says LED light. Oh, that's hilarious. Blinded me though at first. I wasn't expecting it to come out of the foot. I was expecting the head to light up. So if you want Leia to be able to shine a light on you, that is, or actually it's not Leia, it's Rey. It's Rey, and it is battery operated, so you can refill this. So sorry, it's not Leia, it's Rey. So we got that. That's cool. What else is in the bag? Ooh, we got a poly bag. Ooh, an Atlantis poly bag. Oh, and it's this horse, I think. It looks like a horse. Oh, that's cool. It's Brickanista. Yes, it is Brickanista. I'm going to have to keep this and to light my way wherever I'm going. That is cool. Yeah, thank you, R2 Devo. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, what else is in the bag here? Okay, looks like we have some bricks. tradable bricks, maybe. Oh, wait a minute, there's more. We got some stickers here. We got this, the Brothers Brick sticker. We just check in the bag. Okay. All right, let's see. Here is the Brickcon. Oh, this is where you can build the Brickcon logo. So that I think comes in every year. There's a disturbance in the force for mistaking Rey for Leah. Watch your back. Atlantis was a great theme. Sweet, yeah, sweet figs. And this is interesting. I guess it's an underwater horse. It looks like a mechanical underwater horse. That's my guess. Yeah. But I imagine this poly bag hasn't been around for a while, so that's pretty sweet too. Okay, aha, this is what I was looking for. So this is the Brickcon 2021, and this is from Lego, because it's the recognized AFOL networking event. Oh, hello, Gary Mullane from Ireland. How are you? And this is interesting too. This is the Brickcon Minifig. So this, here, let's go ahead and put that together. Look at that. We're going to give you a bottle of wine, because this is the, I believe, the 20th anniversary, which is why it has a 20 here on the back. So you can see that. Let me zoom in a little bit more so you can see. That's the back of the torso, Brickcon. And then, of course, the Brickcon logo on the front. And just a normal head. Normal, regular head, but this is kind of cool. You have a, looks like some sort of wine glass. Or, oh no, I've got it upside down. They want you to have a whole bottle, not just the glass. And this is cute. It has the Brickcon logo printed on that wine bottle. So you get a whole bottle of wine or whatever beverage you want to be that. You'll be driving home soon, so you have to lurk. Okay, no problem. Thanks for hanging out, Joel. In fact, Joel is part of the reason why I'm doing these Rorschach prints, because we were talking about how the self-portrait was kind of a psychological test, and he didn't want to have people in our group psychoanalyzing him. Okay, so I'm going to put these aside. So we have this, Gary, you may have missed this. This is the Rey Keychain, and it's got a light. It comes out of her foot, right like that, which I still think is hilarious. Everything is awesome. Yes, everything is awesome. And let's see. Oh, we have another sticker. I missed the 2 Brickcon decades. Very cool. Now this is what's really fun about going to a convention, is that they often give you different kinds of parts that you can trade with people. And this looks like, I guess, a bunch of tree branches maybe, or sprouts. Okay, so we have some sprout looking things. You're working on a con scale mock. Looking to go to one next year. Yes. Well, you have a lot of con scale mocks. I still think Galactus. You got to bring Galactus. Oh, these are those thorns that came with the roses. What are they trying to say? What are they trying to say? We're sending Brickanista a bag full of thorns. Would you like a thorn from Brickanista? I might have to add that to some of my swag bags. Okay, this is interesting. I have a bunch of these already. I got a bunch of these from Lug Bulk. These are kind of fun. These are those two. What's it? It's like a bracket. It's a bracket overhang, which has this top shelf kind of piece, so you can put it in sideways and put that in there. What's a con scale mock? Exactly. I think what he means is something he could put on an airplane. because he's going to be coming from Michigan. And I think if I remember right, Devo, you said you're coming to Bricks by the Bay, right? Or are you going to come to Bricks Cascade? All right, what else did we get in here? Oh, paint roller brushes. Actually, I could use these because these are really great to use for light fixtures. If you want to put a, you put this into the side of a snot brick, and then you can put a translucent cylinder and then a cone on, or a stud on top of that. So these are nice. I like that. What else? We got a couple more bags in here. Okay, we have, ooh, oh, these are those, what do you call these? Bread loaves? Or tombstones? Bread loaves? Something like that. Those are the curved 1x1 raised dots. So, not the flat ones. These are like the bread, I'm calling it a bread loaf, for lack of a better term. You just subscribed to Devo Bricks? Yes, you should. Absolutely. Something big and portable, yeah. I think it would be funny, though, if you brought Galactus and somehow got a picture of you and Galactus on the plane. You know, like if you were able to get on early, like if you were on Southwest and you're like one of the early ones, and then you could get somebody to take your photo with Galactus sitting next to you before everybody boarded. That would be hilarious. Okay, and last but certainly not least, we got these profile bricks, or some of you call them brick bricks, or masonry bricks, and they're the 1x4s. So this is nice. I'm definitely going to keep these. Some of the other ones I'll probably trade for, but so this is what you get when you sign up for a con such as Brickcon. You get a whole bunch of goodies. So all these goodies I had not received until today. I literally picked this up today at the post office. All right, thank you Brickcon for all your hard work in putting that together. Brickcon 2021, I was so looking forward to this, and alas, it was not to happen. All right, so let me, for those of you who didn't see it earlier, here's the first Rorschach print, and that's what I did. I did that off stream because I had talked about it on Wednesday. Alrighty, starting the ignition, going into lurk mode. Okay, no problem. So this is the Rorschach print, and like I said, I have Joel and other people in the chat to thank because it literally happened on a Wednesday night, so a week ago, and then it was due Thursday, so I started on it Wednesday night, finished it Thursday in time for the Tricky Bricks submission deadline, which is usually 5 o'clock. So 24 hours. So I'm pretty much giving myself 24 hours to build this. We'll build some of this on stream today. I don't know how far we'll get, but this is the print number 1. And this is what we'll be working on today. This is print number 2. So I'm going to be recreating this. You can see it's quite a bit different from this, but it's got kind of the same look and feel. The other thing that's interesting about this one is that it's got more gray in it. And one thing I did not do with the other one is that this one also had some gray in the original, but I just wanted to get something done. So I think to keep it consistent, I'm going to keep it black and white, but I think the grayscale actually adds a lot. And I'm going to have to get a lot more 32 by 32 plates, but what's kind of cool is that this 8.5 by 11, this gives you a sense of how it's going to look. And then I do want to make it kind of proportional to this. So that's why I'm keeping this one close by, because we're going to want these to be about the same height. And I think, yeah, I think if we look at this, this has 4 studs from the top and then 4 studs from the bottom. So we'll make sure to keep within that mode. Make it with dots. Yeah, see, somebody else had told me about that too. To make it a true mosaic using dots and other things. But there's some of these, for example, this right here. And let me Let me zoom in on that because, oh, hey, Aubrey, before your bedtime, streaming before your bedtime, yeah. How are you? How'd your stream go today? I'm sorry I missed it. I looked at it and thought it would be fun to watch you build some dragons, but I had some things I had to do this morning. But these look like they could be claws, right? Those little angular claws or teeth. So trying to put those in, and one of the things that Debo taught me was the 1x1 clip. So I'm probably going to use 1x1 clips to kind of secure those down at the top, because I've been looking at this trying to figure out what I was going to do. So yeah, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here, Aubrey. So I am trying to mix it up a little bit. I'm keeping this 5 o'clock hour because you probably remember when Yano and I were doing those Lego Masters review shows, we were doing it at this time. If this time works better for you, I'll try to stream more often. This is, I think, this time and Sundays at 1 are the only times that I think East Coast people can join in. The other thing that's interesting is this section here. And this one might be interesting. I might have to do something similar to what I did with the other one, where I put a white dot on top of the black, like this. That I might have to do this all in black. Top clip serves the day again. Yeah, it does. Yeah, so I might have to do like all of this in black, and then put maybe some sort of trapezoid piece or something to try to mimic that. That's going to be interesting. And then as I zoom out some more, and you're right, Debo, I've thought about recreating these in dots too as another options, or making them like true mosaics. The stream went well? Oh, good. Really like the dragon, the movie, and the build. Yeah, I haven't seen the movie yet. I need to see that. I know it's on Disney now. I think I can see it on Disney Plus. And this section here is also going to be interesting. And the other thing about this splatter that's around the outside, there's a lot more splatter on this one than there was on the other. Because you see here, I kind of represented the splatter with these little dots here, or those studs. And this is going to be a lot more challenging. I might have to just take some key ones, like some of these darker ones over here. But we'll see how far I get. Like I said, I'm not going to, I didn't do the last one streaming, so I don't know how long, I can't remember how long the other one took. Because you know how sometimes you get into a mode and you just keep going and then like time just disappears? But I did want to keep it close by just to get perspective and as far as proportions. So just based on the other one, we went 4 from the top, 4 from the bottom, and then 2 from each of the sides. But just lining this up, this looks more like 4 from each side, because this, you can see that's about 4 right there. And yeah, that's about 4. So maybe this one, I'll have to look at the original. Maybe the other one was wider. So this one might be 4 and 4 all the way around. We'll play around with it and see how it goes. And like I said, I used a lot of plates the last time, and I'm also running low on radar dishes. And that's what Debo was telling me I should go to my pick-a-brick wall and do that. So I got from my Bricks and Minifig store a whole bunch of plates. Some of these, I'm going to put the straight one aside because I have in here, I just did a rudimentary wash and sort today, but I have some of these angle plates, which are really fun. So let me grab another one of these. Yeah, so if you're wondering about this, I mean, people are saying, you know, we liked your technique as far as how you did that. It's different. I said, well, it's kind of like just layering. So I think it's greebling. So this is, I think, one of the key pieces that I used in the last one, because it gives you that curve shape. And actually this in white might actually be really good in the center right there. You see a jet propelled moth flying above a mutated flying squirrel. Well, you know what's interesting is I found this PowerPoint presentation about the meanings of some of these, And this one apparently is the father card. The first one was called the fear card. This one's called the father card. So I'm, it'll be interesting to see. You know, I don't try to read ahead to try to figure out how things are. Now here's another piece that I was mentioning. This might actually go like right here, because that little angle, and then you'd have a section for the clips to put maybe in some white rods. I think 2 white rods right here might be perfect. So, you know, this is kind of how I kind of worked on the shapes, just to kind of figure out, like even like this right now, that actually kind of works right there. I wouldn't have thought about placing it that way, but it's almost like a jigsaw puzzle. But another person, I was looking up how many people have done this, and there are only a few who have done this, and a lot of them did it by knolling. So what they did is they would knoll the pieces and put them out on a white background and take a photo. But this was also before the white base plates came out. Yeah, so I'm, like I said, anything that's just straight rectangular is going over there. And I'm looking for this one. Here we go. This guy. This is, I probably need a bunch of these, but you can see that looks like it's going to shape up really well right there. I mean, even the angle right here, that is pretty close. It might need a rotator or a jumper or something to get that angle right, but that's pretty darn good. I'm pretty happy with that. And like I said, we'll see how these angle plates work. Like this one, for example. I don't know, this could work. I like to make sure that they're aligned somewhat, you know, because you're working on a square grid. Now this one you could tell already, just to make that angle work, you're not going to be able to put it straight on the grid. So you just kind of have to kind of play around with things. But I think we're going to be working with some of these these triangular plates, and then a lot of these. And I got as much as I could. I got a ton of these, so these are great, but these were harder to find. And I don't have any more of those left. That's why I had to go to the Brickcon Minifig store, which, by the way, is awesome. The people there have been so nice. And here's another one. And, you know, like I said, these shapes are really good for these corners. So I'm just kind of laying some of these out. See how I can get this done. And here's another good piece as far as this angle piece. And I was just looking at this about whether I can do it this way. Remember, with the layering and everything, you can do a bunch of stuff. Here's another one of these. Yay! All right. So you can see it. And for those of you who watch me regularly, you know I like symmetrical things. So this is like right up my alley. This whole piece just speaks to me. And I think if I can get some of these in the corners, like I said, it's those I think are the pieces for this particular one that's going to work out really well. And then we have the different angle brackets. And yeah, not sure just yet. But at least you see my process, because you're really doing a recreation of this. And I should have brought with me, I have actually right here. This is a Swedish dishcloth. If you've never seen one of these are amazing. They're really popular here up in Seattle because there's a huge Swedish and Scandinavian community. And I discovered these dishcloths because you can use them like paper towels. And that's what I've been doing, is I've been blotting these because they're still a little bit wet. And they're compostable. So you can use them over and over again. It's a combination of a sponge and a dishcloth, if you can imagine that. So I've been using those a lot since I moved up here. It's a game changer, honestly. If you haven't seen them, and they're not that expensive. Each one of these was about, I don't know, $6 or $7, but you use them over and over again. Don't forget, you can build the negative space if you need to. Yeah, yeah, I will be, because right here, I'll definitely be building that negative space. Yeah, and that's what I did with the first one too, depending on what I have available. And I'm primarily looking for these because these are really helpful. But yeah, thank you, Debo, for the reminder. Because often we think we have to do everything exactly the same. And the other thing too is just looking at it from a distance, is that helps a lot too. Just not feeling like you have to, oh, here's the other piece, the quarter rounds too. So this is a 3x3 quarter round, and these are really helpful for some of the rounder sides. And of course, I said I got a ton of those, but I thought I had one more of these. I hope I do. If not, I might have to fill it in later. Because that's the other thing too, is that now that I've committed to this, I think I'm going to be going to the Brickcon Minifig store once a week to do this. Those are sales? You're talking about the Swedish dishcloth? Or which one? You're talking about this as a sale? I'm not sure what you're referring to, Debo. Like, those are sales. Are you talking about the print? Yeah, like I said, I can, I might be able to share with you the PowerPoint that I found. But like I said, it kind of, I don't want it to influence the art. I kind of want to be able to build the art without, aha, yay, we got one more. Yeah, I think what I'm going to have to do is, I'm just going to have to load up on these. I used a lot of these in the last one too, but I have a feeling that, yeah, that's probably going to go there. The other thing I need to buy, which I didn't get to Target today, by the way, Target, if you haven't seen it yet, Target has those 1,000 piece dots for $15.99. So I was going to try to get one before the stream started, because I'm out of black too. I'm out of the black dots, the quarter rounds and such. So I need to get more of those. And that's another thing that's hard to find. The dishcloth looks like a Viking ship with a hole in it. Yeah, yeah, that is exactly what it is. It's a Viking ship. I have a lot of these in different whimsical patterns, and this one's the Viking ship. So yeah, like I said, Scandinavians, they know they're cleaning. If you haven't heard about it, there's a book. You heard about Marie Kondo, right? So Marie Kondo's the Japanese woman who has about the art of tidying and all of that. Well, there's another person who's, I think, Swedish. the title of the book is something like The Art of Swedish Death Cleaning. And the reason she called it that is that she says when you reach your 50s, you should be thinking about getting rid of a lot of the things you have so that your children don't have to. So, and apparently it's a very common practice in, you know, Scandinavian countries to do death cleaning. So, you'll never know what you're going to learn on the Brickanista Broadcast Network. We talked about the other day about bear moats. And the whole thing came up because we were talking about castles. In fact, Aubrey, you might be interested in this because you do a lot of castle builds, is that there's one castle in the Czech Republic that instead of putting, they have water in the moat, but they have bears in there too. They actually brought in some bears from Transylvania back in like the 1700s or something crazy like that. Yeah. So I'm just drying these off. Okay, I think we have our sorting, our preliminary sorting done, because I wanted to get those out. And this one, I only found one of those too. Yeah, so I think, and this is another problem, is that the black angle plates that I have, it looks like they're all the same direction, which drives me crazy. Is that just getting, we want some that are in other directions. Here's some other interesting pieces I found too. I don't know if that'll ever come in handy, but I pulled that out of the bin. And this, I think, is also a claw piece that, you know, for future builds could be helpful. Because if you look at this arch actually would work really well for that, but I only have the one. So that was kind of like black pieces that are interesting. And oh, finally, I also have, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I have some interesting slopes too, like this, and car hoods. The only problem with the car hoods is that you only have the 2 studs here. Yeah. And this was a fun piece I found too. This is a, looks like one of those Technic ones that it's a propeller, but I haven't seen one like this before. So anyway, some other interesting pieces here, and like I said, the car hoods. All right, so let's see how far we get with this. So the other thing I'm going to look for is my angle plates. Because I do have some here, and I stack them like this. Some of you, I don't know how you store your angle plates, but I tend to stack them. So, and these are really helpful for this kind of symmetrical thing. And I'm right now I'm looking at this section right here, and even preliminarily, we were already talking about building on the negative space, but you know, that could be an option. And then maybe bring these out a little farther for the claws. But well, we'll see how things go. So, like I said, it's all kind of, and those little small radar dishes, I might have some small ones. Like I said, I used a lot of my radar dishes on the last piece. And this is why I always tell myself, why did I commit to something I wasn't sure if I could do? Oh, okay, this will work up there. Definitely. But if I'm going to do all 10, I'm definitely going to have to increase my supply. Yeah, so those will definitely work up there to get that rounded kind of look. And like I said, I'm low on pieces of that. I'm just going to pull all my black radar dishes in case I can use them. But like I said, I'm running low. I am running low. Here's the big one. And this is the one I think you were talking about, Debo, that you might be able to get from the Bricks and Pieces or the Pick-a-Brick roll. I am going to look. So going back to Target, I need to get those Target little dots, Paco dots. I think it's just going to have to happen. Okay. And even looking from the top down, those do kind of look like big drops of paint right there. You're going to talk to your local drain commissioner about bear modes. Are there any locally? No, there's only one in the world. Yes, and I was working on a 3-in-1 build. In fact, it's over here. I think you know I've been doing more and more of these on these books. So since we found out about bear moats, people in the chat were saying I need to put pandas in there. So this is supposed to represent a book about this castle, Chesney Kurusov, I believe. And then this one is the book from Escape from Nottington Castle, which is a Bugs Bunny and Porky Pig book. I don't know if Tasmanian Devil's in there. I just thought he would look cool in that. And then the interior will be from The Little Mermaid, because we have the Little Mermaid castle. Let's see if I can angle it for the camera here. We got the Little Mermaid castle with a little drawbridge, and there she is, waiting for Prince Eric, and Super Sewer Baby's just there because, you know, It's a Brickanista build. It's a super sewer baby. It's like the bodyguard. So I did a 3-in-1. I need to take photos of this for the Tricky Lug library. And when people ask, what are the pandas doing in front of the castle? It's my twist on the book about the bear moat of this specific castle in the Czech Republic. So see, you learn something new on the Brickanista Broadcast Network. Okay, so going back to this, let's see, I was getting my angle plates. So here's another thing. I have these. I think I might have some in the 3-stud ones. Yeah, I do have a few. I have a few of those. These may or may not work. These are the brick ones. The other ones are plates. I prefer to use the plates because it's a section I'm more comfortable with. Okay, so and like I said, I am like all out of black dots. Literally, I think I might have two left. So that's why I was looking at that kit that I may need to pick up. And I'll be doing a Thrifty Thursday tomorrow, which, by the way, I'm going to have a special guest with me tomorrow for Thrifty Thursday. Cass McClellan, also known as PNW Lego. He'll be on with me. I believe that is black. It's hard to tell, but I'm going to say it looks like it could be blue, but no, I think it counts. Okay, so that's all my angle plates. You just subscribed to Joel Marbella too. Okay. That's awesome. I'm really glad that you get to find some other people here. Okay, so here's my tooth drawer. And so I've got these kind of cool ones. I think I only have maybe one of these. Oh wait, I might have two. So this might be cool for the bottom. So this section here is that I was thinking this could be very cool for that. In fact, that is cool. We're just gonna say, yeah, we're gonna put these down here. I think that's gonna work out well. And once again, the way you connect these would be with that top clip. So I learned that from Debo. Debo is the guy. Don Brickles. It's a Don Brickles production. Yeah. You can just tell that it's looking really good just like that already. The other thing that I was looking for teeth were for this top section. And I have a ton of these. If anybody needs black teeth for a project, let me know. I've got a lot. So these guys, and you can tell, I think they're about the right size too. Yeah. Yeah, Joel Marbella, you should follow the Brick Cove as well. Aubrey's on right now. And then we also have, I don't think Cass McClellan does, but you should follow Brick Literacy, because Brick Literacy is also somebody who streams. Yeah, all of these look like they're going to work. And some of the angles will be different, but and like I said, we're just laying them out before we put them on the plate, just to kind of get a feel. What's nice is having this reference photo. The reference photo helps a lot. Yeah, so these are going to fit quite nicely over there, having these teeth. Okay, so teeth definitely work. We will definitely use some of those. In fact, let me grab this. Yeah, so we were just joking about how on the Brickanista Broadcast Network we'll talk about all kinds of different stuff. You never know what's going to come out of a conversation, and one of them was this Rorschach prints, and at the time I was saying them as Rorschach or Rorschach. I think I said Rorschach prints. But I think one thing I found is that when I think something, like I was going to destroy the other one, right? I didn't think it was that good. So I really appreciate having the chat because, you know, you see things differently than I do, right? All right, I'm going to set these aside for now, these little black teeth. Put those over there. And something I'm kind of low on are black top clips. I have a lot in this sand green color, but I think the black is definitely not, I don't have a whole lot of. So if I go for some sort of bulk purchase, I'm definitely going to have. Now this one, I'm not even sure if this is a Lego piece. I put it in here thinking I'm going to have to look it up later, but this might be either a competitor or it could be Bionicle maybe. But it's different because it's got this like little stand. So that I'm not going to use. I'm going to use a traditional top clip. So I'm putting those here. But I don't have a lot. So I know I want to reserve one for over here for the whites. Yeah, it's not looking good. I might have one in this little bucket. I may have pulled a few. Okay, I have 4. That's about it. All the others are dark gray. And if I decide later that I want to do something different, you know, there's always that option. I also have these, which are the 1x1s with the side clip. So you never know, you know, depending on how these layer. These could be handy, so I'm going to set these aside too. Set these aside. It's a black skeleton leg. Oh, okay, so it is legit. Thank you. Thanks, Devo. I'm so glad you're on the call today. That's another thing I found is that a lot of times the chat will help me out, especially when I'm doing a build. If I'm doing a build and I was worried about, right now I've got the typewriter as an option to build because I got the typewriter. I also have the Stranger Things upside down and trying to figure out when would be a good time to build that because a lot of people were building it during Halloween. I could name 5 streamers that were all building that same set at the same time. And I said, I'm not going to do that. And that's why we went down the route of the bonsai tree. We did the bonsai tree as spooky bonsai, which actually worked out really, really well. Okay, so let's start with, I think, maybe down here. This might be a good place to start. Because we want this to be kind of in the middle. And like Debo was saying too, is we could use the negative space. So I might want to grab some white. I'm going to grab some white plates too. Oops, sorry. My dog is right here. So she's like, what are you doing? Okay. So I have some white plates here too. Just in case I need to raise things up. Because like I said, it's kind of layer. It's legit. Thank you. All right, so let's see how this is gonna look. So I'm just gonna lightly set them down before I push down on these. Because the other thing is that everything's symmetrical, right? So make sure that we have, okay, so is this the center? In fact, one thing I should do, just as a best practice, I'm gonna do this right now. I have some 1x2s here. Is that I'm going to count these out 16 to the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yep. All right. So I'm going to just put these here so then that way I can visualize where these are. I think it's just going to be a lot easier. Do that. down here. And who knows, this might be my new methodology, but I'm just thinking to myself that if I want to get this the way I want it to. Okay. All right, so this should be right in the middle. Okay, so just kind of laying our pattern out, kind of. And like I said, I just printed this out. I have to also kind of account for it visually to be maybe a little different. But yeah, I think this here and this here might be a good place to start. And like I said, those clips may come in handy. And like Debo was saying, I might end up having to use the negative space too, because this is actually going to curve a little bit. Which means I'll need either studs on the bottom or rotators or something, because you know I love rotators. Okay. Yeah, we need to raise that. Yeah, I haven't studied psychology very much. I just remember these Rorschach prints were really popular back in the day. Okay, so like I said, I'm just doing some preliminary setting of plates here. I'm just going to eyeball it first and then put them closer together. Let's see, we did that. That's right, these are going to go up here. And I don't want these falling off, but I've got these little top clips. We need those. Like I said, we're definitely going to need them for these bottom ones, and I think I'm going to need a whole bunch up top, because I don't know how else those teeth are going to be secured down. And like I said, I don't know if this is even the right way to do things. I'm just showing you my process. How did I get about doing this? And like Debo was saying, you can also use white as the negative space and raise things up, because visually, from a distance, it'll look different. Okay, so this is, just kind of eyeball that. Hey, maybe I can use that light, that Rey light. I haven't even thought about that, but I'm going to do a test here. Let's see. Will this show anything underneath? No, not really. That would have been hilarious. Brickanista. Okay, so just to kind of eyeball this. Yeah, actually, the positioning of the radar dishes is just about right around there. So 2 across, 2 across. And if I wanted to, let's see. One thing I did get from the Pick-a-Brick wall, hey Lena, how's it going? Is I did get a bunch of studs, these 1x1 studs. So these are going to be helpful. And I think we can go ahead and place these, because these, as you know, will fit right in the middle, right there. Yeah, so Lena, we were just talking about how the chat, we were joking about Rorschach, and then I created the Rorschach print, and then all of a sudden now it's like, oh, okay, I think I'll do all 10. So this is number 2 that we're working on right now. Rorschach print number 2, and those fit quite nicely there. This one is a little narrower here, so I may not commit to this, not just yet. It's almost, I'm trying to think if maybe a smaller one might be better. Let's see. Maybe this smaller one would be better. I'll just see if it makes a difference or if it's just the same. No, it's going to be the same. I'll have to think about that. So this is what we're doing. We're just kind of laying things out, figuring things out. And this would be also a good place to use those studs, just to lay things out before you secure them down. Is that just eyeballing this right now that the bears are looking up and giving us high fives. Okay. Yeah, the bear moat, I have to admit, sometimes when you stream, you never know what's going to happen, and that was a serendipitous thing, is the bear moats. That's one of those things where you say, you know, I would have never thought about that. Okay, so you have that stud there holding it down, and you can rotate it any way you like. So, yeah, the power of the stud. Yeah, the stud really helps. And like I said, I don't know if this is the right way to do things. This is just the way that I I do things. Let's see. Okay, it's not clutching. Yeah, there we go. So if I wanted to, I could make it like that, or I could angle it a little bit. That might even be too far apart. Yeah, that might be too far apart. I might need to bring them in a little closer. But is that too close? Because then it butts right up against it. I don't know. We'll have to see. Yeah, see, that won't turn that way very much. Yeah, I think that goes back to, you know, some of the other space. You're going to have to use other things to make up for it. Okay, so I think we'll go with that kind of angle. And there is a bridge. Ooh, there's a bridge that goes right here. Here, I'll show you. There's this bridge right here. And just lining this up a little bit. Yeah, there's a bridge here and a bridge here. Okay, well, I'm a little low, according to this. Yeah, this is actually too low. This needs to be up a little. Let's try right here. They have Lego astronaut plushies and a Santa one too. Okay. That sounds like fun. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is we have this center. I just want to make sure that this section, because remember when we lined it up earlier, here, I'll show you. This is where we are. And then the bottom of this should be like right around there. Which might work because of the negative space. I'm going to move this up a little. So remember when I was talking about how these are layered, and I said there's a bridge right here? We could put a plate, like a 1x4 plate underneath, like right here. and then add another stud to raise this up again to clear it. The Lego Target connection. Yes. Yeah, the Lego and Target are really going full force this year. Definitely. Okay. So now that little piece kind of forms a bridge. And maybe I put it too high. I think I put it too high. Yeah, I put it too high. Let me move this down a bit. All right, there's my brick separator. My nails are really soft because I finished doing some washing of brick, so they're like, they can't pull up anything. Ooh, look at that. That's looking awesome. Look at that. Okay. So now you can see we have a couple layers that we can work with. And those angle brackets might actually work here. Let's see. I've got these little ones. Like I said, I keep referring back to the photo just to kind of get a sense of will these work and where would I put the top clip, because you notice that these don't have a stud here for the top clip. So what happens if I reverse these and put them on this side instead? Will this give me a place to put the top clip? I think it will. The snow person kit has a top hat. Yeah. Yeah, that snow kit is so adorable. Yeah, this is also a cool thing about the top clip is that you can turn it too. So you can angle it so it's just right. So that's another reason why, yeah, Debo told me about the top clip and I've been a fan ever since. I have started using top clips on a lot of things. So thank you, Debo. You are awesome. Yeah, the flag is cute. People were talking about using it for cosplay. Okay, I might have to raise these up even more. Or, I wonder what would happen. What happens if I do this? If I put it on top of this one. Oh, that looks kind of good, actually. Oh, I like that. Here, I'll show you the comparison. There's the bottom, and I'm going to do it this way. You can kind of see the comparison of the two. It's not exact, but, you know, of course, you know, it's Lego versus that. And the other thing I might do, this is this first bridge, and then I think there's going to need to be another bridge down here. And the other piece I found, which could be very useful for that bottom bridge, where did it go? Where did it go? It is this Technic piece. Did I put it? I thought I put it in here. Oh, I have some more angle pieces. I forgot. Don't forget, I have all of the square ones, and I have a couple of these to be piloted by a Lego astronaut. Okay, I'm gonna set this aside here. I'm looking for this. Maybe I put it in the rectangular ones, but they have these. Where did they go? Aha, aha, here it is. We have this one. And the cool thing about this is that it's like 5 across. It's got this axle hole in the middle. And I believe this will secure down to a plate. And then you have this axle hole that you can push up from. So let's see. And it's got rounded edges. Let's see. Will that fit here? Or maybe it won't secure there. Maybe you do need the axle hole. Hold up. I hear my dog. What are you doing? Okay, you're okay. Yeah, I might need those studs again. Once again, black studs to the rescue. The Art of Lego by Debo Sue. I tell you, Debo downplays himself, but he's pretty amazing. And I'm not just saying that because you're here. I say that also when you're not here, Debo. Okay, so I think we're going to have to raise this up by a stud just to set it down. And the layering helps because, oh, is it off? Is it off? Will it not clutch? Oh, it clutches. All right, there we go. Oh, look at that. That's cool. I think this bottom section's coming out really, really well. Yeah. It almost looks like kind of like a butterfly. And then that axle hole will come in handy because there's also this little, like a nub that comes down. I'll have to think about that. This one's a little, I'm still thinking that one might still be too low. I might have to move it up a little bit. Let's see. Move it up 2. Let's move it up 2. Yeah, I think just the dynamics of layering and being able to, and I don't know, can somebody tell me if this is the same as greebling or is it different? Or am I just doing something completely off the wall? Aha. See, it is still too high. I think maybe I just need to bring it back. Oh, Zach's here. Hey, Zach. How's it going? We are working on Rorschach print number 2. And I'm showing people the way I've been working to put this together. Because the first one I did off stream. I didn't do in front of everybody because it was kind of last minute. And I don't think you would have wanted me streaming at 2 in the morning or 1 in the morning. I think I was working on it like from 1 till 3, and then I picked it up again, I think the following morning. What are you doing? No. No, 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 no. Okay. Hold up. Hold up, everybody. No, no. Oh my goodness. Okay, do I need to put you in your crate again? Okay, so this is not good. She got into some Lego. She was chewing on some Lego. No. I know you're hungry. We'll be feeding you soon. Her dinner time's around 6:30. So you could tell she's but okay. Okay, crisis averted. So I know that Debo has talked about the hazards of having a cat because the cat will you know, start pushing on things and climbing up on the tables, and he has to cat-proof everything. Well, in my case, it's like, I think what happened is I had dropped a, a 2x6 plate, and it looks like she found it and started chewing on it, so. Okay, she's all right. Today you did a holiday shopping on the Target website. Oh, good. That's awesome. Yeah, so I also keep with me handy wipes. So I noticed that I didn't see Richard and Flynn, after feeding Logan, wiping their hands down when they work on their projects. Bad que sera, yes. Okay, go over there. Don't make me put you in your crate. I hate to put her in her crate, but you know, if I have to, that's how things go. Okay, now let me just make sure I put this in the right place. This one's here. This one's here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I posted, you know, I haven't been on Facebook in a long time, because when I worked for this nonprofit on the board of directors, they would not let us do social media very much. So I didn't do any social media. Oh no, did that thing just, oops, I got it backwards, that's why. So they didn't let us post on social media. So I would just post things only about, sorry, I'm distracted here. Only about the, all right, why is this not working? I'm definitely confused. Que sera got me off of my game. All right, let's put this back again. Okay, here we go. So anyway, so I posted on Facebook. I said, yeah, I have a new dog. Her name's Que sera. She used to be Sarah, and she's been awesome. And all these people are like going, where have you been? We haven't seen you on Facebook in a while. I go, yeah, I haven't posted in like 2 years because I've been on this board of directors. So they didn't want us posting on social media. Okay, I think that actually works out really well. You kind of see a sliver of white there. I could make it a little bigger, but it just looks off. Why is it off? Let me turn this towards me so I can see it this way. It just looks off for some reason. Why is it off? I feel like something is amiss. It's like, am I off a stud? I think this one needs to be over one. I think that's the problem. You're a little bummed to miss the coffee cart gift with purchase on the website? Yeah, well, I think one thing I've learned about Lego is that it's like they're feeding our addiction, right? We're all, let's face it, we're all addicted to Lego, you know? And the Lego Masters TV show has kind of legitimized our craft and given us permission to be able to work with it, and now they're just keep pushing, you know, bigger and bigger sets. Okay, I think I was off by one. Now it looks better. Okay, we're back in business. Like I said, Que sera just threw me off. It's like, and this is why it's important when you're working as an artist that you have the conditions that are going to work for you. Okay. Now, what's funny is that these aren't even clutched down, but they have enough clutch power that they stayed intact. All right, back to business. All right, I think this is in good shape. Now it's now it seems a little tall, but all right, I think we could still keep working. The other option, we can always move things around until we're happy with it. Okay. It was nice I put these here because those are good anchor points in this as well. Even though this is probably not going to be there, it's going to be a little lower. And the other thing that could help with this little section here is dots. Is that this could use 2 quarter round dots to finish it off right there. And this is where I was telling you how I don't have a lot of dots. In fact, I'll show you. This is my collection of black dots. I only have like 3 left, but I think they're gonna work. I think they're gonna work here. Your cat loves biting 2x4 bricks. Yeah, like I said, I heard some, you know, crunching going on behind me, and then I have to watch her very carefully. I noticed when I put her in her crate the other day, she started chewing on the batting on the mat that was in the bottom of the crate. Yeah, that was very dangerous. So, all right, I'm just gonna go ahead and start trying some things out. The great thing about Lego is that you can pull this up. And I probably will stream today till about, I don't know, 7. We'll see how far I get within 2 hours, and then probably follow up a little later. But at least you see the process as far as how does the Brickanista, you know, create these things. But you can see that actually that works out really well. It's just 2 quarter rounds to kind of mimic this. And then we're going to put this, as Debo was talking about the white space, that we could maybe use a white top clip and put a white bar there. And maybe put a white, I was using this earlier, but I think we might be able to use a white one. Let's see if I have that in white. It's not looking good in white, but I found these round ones. So this might actually be helpful for something else. The other option is I can put a 2x4 and maybe round things out. And then I was talking about white rods that I don't know if I have these, and oh, actually this could work. I have these 2 white rods. Yeah, I think now that Debo had mentioned the white space, that this might actually work better with those smaller ones. And where did I put the smaller ones? The 1x3s. Thought I had them. Or, oh, wait a minute. What if I did that? Okay, we'll leave it. We'll leave it for now. The whole idea of just being able to put this down like this, because don't forget we're also working with Lego. It's like you can't get some of the shapes that you want, but all of this is supposed to be white kind of in the middle here. Yeah, and I definitely actually do need to move this up. I don't know if I can get to that. Now let's move this up a little. I'm glad that those quarter rounds are going to work for that top. Nice when something comes together like that. Yeah. That's dope, yo. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. There we go. Yeah, like I said, radar dishes are helpful too, because to try to get that kind of roundness. Oh no, is that blue? That's blue. Darn it. See, that's navy blue. And this goes back to, you know, you got to work with what you have. And I'm definitely not feeling having all the parts that I want. Okay. I think we're going to have to do the same thing over here. All right, let's see if we can get this angle piece done. It would be nice if we get the core center. If we get the core center done, then that would be, life would be good. Life would be good to have the core center done. And I do like how the studs keep that going. Oh, I like this. Let's see what I lift up. Let's see. Yeah, what the other thing cool about streaming is that I have a top camera view. So this is looking like it's gonna work. Oops. Yeah. So this is where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna commit to it. I secured it down. And this is where I think I'm gonna need a, like I said, the rotating stud, but I could have sworn I had another one. I'm looking for another one of these bigger plates. I have a lot of these small ones. These could work, but this is like the perfect size. And I think it would actually go here on this side, and then the complement would go over here. But once again, getting the supplies. Yeah, these are mostly the corner angle ones. I don't think I have. And then these are square. Okay, well, like I said, we also have these. I'm hoping to have 2 sets. Like I said, I would rather have the large one, but if I can't have the large one, then I can try to do what I can with this. Okay, that might work. That actually I think might work really well. Okay, so I think we're gonna do this thing with the studs again. It's like, yeah, like I said, once this is over, I'll feed Que Sera. It's like, she's probably going, it's my dinner time pretty soon. Yes, I know, girl. Yeah, I had to put her in her crate on Sunday because she was chewing the carpet. It was not good. Yeah. Okay, I think that angle works. I think there's my studs. You have a meeting starting? Okay. Take care, Alina. Thanks for stopping by. That's not too bad. Here, I'll kind of show you what's going on here. So we have two different kinds of angle plates going in different directions. You can kind of see one is the 1x4 left side going this way, and then the right's, yeah, or actually are they two lefts? No, that's the left and this one's the right. Yeah, and then I've been able to use the studs to raise them up and then angle them just right. So yeah. Okay, cool. All right, and then I have, oh no, wait a minute. Okay, that's left. Oh, I guess there are two lefts and this one's two rights. I don't know, it confuses me. Okay, let's see. I don't know, do you find this interesting that I'm working on this as far as, like I said, I kind of committed to do this, and this timeline seems to work pretty well for people to view. And this one will go like this. Okay, I think that kind of works. Here's the core, my reference photo, and this is that. It's not bad. I do need to maybe angle it down even more. Let's see if it will angle some more. I can do it this way. Move this down. The reason why is that we need to make room for that white space, and there's another little gap. Okay, and then like I said, we also have to put in this white set of bars. Okay, I'm gonna try see if I have a 1x1 bracket. Or actually, a 2x bracket could work too. Let's see, because you could put two of these together like that. Oh yeah, that's actually a better way to do it. Right around there. And here, I'll show you the photo where it's this little part here that's kind of like, I guess I could put kind of like a white, oh, you know what I could do is I could use white curves, put a little bit of black under there. and then put the white 2x2s, or what am I trying to say? Dots. Okay, I think I know. Hopefully I have the squares here, these square plates. I'm looking for a 2x4. There's one. Well, anyway, thanks for hanging out with me. As far as if you think this is interesting, I'm glad. So what I'm looking at doing is putting this down and putting some white around it to make it look like that curve. Yeah, these dots, I tell you, it's definitely a game changer. I think the combination of the dots plus having these white plates or white base plates really changes things. Okay. All right, so let's see if this is going to work. So what I'm thinking is, looking at the photo, is we got this going down and this here. And I might need to raise this up just a little bit, but I'm just working right here. And then here's the cool part. If this is right, this would fit here. Actually, it needs to go lower, a lot lower. So maybe I need this in black. Here, let me see. Oh, no, wait a minute. No, it needs to be white. It's in the center. Okay. Okay. And trust me, this is exactly what I was going through when I built the other one. It's be like, should I move this plate over? And how does this fit over here? Okay. All right, I'm going to secure this down, because I think we have a solution. And like I said, dots are game changers. They really are when it comes to this kind of thing. And then this is going to go here eventually. And I think I need just a, because that little bit of black actually looks like it could be a bridge. All right, I need some more dots, or 1x2 tile. A 1x2 tile should be. Sorry, I'm like confused, because my 1x2 tile should be like right here. 2x2. Okay. They were misfiled. No. Ah. There we go. Okay. And then we're going to put in a, I think I need two 2x2s maybe. Everything in white. I should have picked up some more white. Okay. Thankfully, I have my white ones right here. All right. Let's see if this works. Put this here. I might have to, no, I think that's gonna work. Okay, so here's what I'm working on. This little bit here with this little white. I might actually have to raise it up just a hair. Move this whole thing up one. Oh yeah. Oh my God, that looks great. That looks awesome. Let's fix that. Let's fix that. And here, I'll show you what we're looking at. So that's about the same. And that little bit of black actually helps. And we have that. It kind of looks like a rocket right now. Because I do need to add the other bits and pieces. Yeah, so I need to kind of curve it around here. And once again, I think those dots would really come in handy, but since I don't have them, we can use these kind of angle plates for now. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to set these down. Get these going. And then, like I said, I'm going to need to load up on radar dishes. Radar dishes are a must. Definitely. But the basis is coming together, and these are the ones that really help me shape these forms. Right. I should just count these, just to make it easier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think these are like 7. Why does it still look off? Maybe, am I down too far? Yeah, I'm down too far on this one. Okay, that's better. Well, definitely the shape is coming together. Here's the look again. So this is kind of this form that I'm making right here. This little shoulder. And all of this will need to be filled in with black. And then we'll need to, okay, we did those two. I think we decided like around here. I'll have to go back and watch the video, but I seem to remember it's kind of like this, because all of this is going to be filled in with black too, which should be not too hard to do. Like I said, we have a lot of these plates here. In fact, let me just look at this real quick. I might be able to place one of them here. Let's do that. And once again, these little radar dishes are helpful for breaking up the squareness of it, but I just don't have enough. I'm going to have to keep looking for radar dishes, I think. That's going to be the problem. As much as I want to do these once a week, I may not be able to do them once a week just because of parts. Just waiting for parts to come in. But I think we're making good progress regardless. The ink blots. So maybe we'll see how far I get tonight and tomorrow. Because tomorrow I'm having a special guest. You dig where this is going? Oh, okay. Thank you. Like I said, it's a process. It's definitely something I just kind of started doing freeform. And the layering helps because you can build some shapes using the forms like that. But the problem is I just don't have enough parts. I wish I did, but I'm not made of money. Which is why I do Thrifty Thursdays. Because Thrifty Thursday, I was talking to somebody, they were asking me about, you know, why I do what I do. And I said part of it is because I think there's a huge market that people are missing with regard to, you know, people who can't afford, you know, to buy the typewriter all the time and some of these other bigger sets. And affordability is something that I think we need to spend more time if we want to be more inclusive. I think that it goes back to what markets are you trying to reach, right? Some people would say, oops, I don't really want to get more inclusive. I kind of like the group that I'm working with. Aha. Yeah. Okay. This is good. Yeah, you dig where this is going. Yeah. So here's kind of the reference photo that right now I'm trying to do this kind of shaping here. And I'm going to need some curves here. I can fill some of this in with black. And what's nice is because this is layered, that you can move some small pieces in there. Like here's a 2x4 that probably fit underneath there. Yeah. So you can see how that's kind of shaping together. I don't know, it's not really a methodical process. It's just what I look at it and I say, okay, that could probably fit there. Why don't I put that there? See how it looks. Oops. Oh, no, I'm supposed to move it up one. Uh-oh, how did I do this one? Oh, okay. These are stacked over here, actually. The typewriter was a tough build. Yeah, see, I'm a little nervous about building that on stream. So you built it already, huh, Debo? Okay, why is that? Alright, that's better. And angle it. And This can go here. Yeah, and like I said, I got the typewriter because it was available at the 15% discount, which was crazy. I was like, wow. They usually don't discount those bigger sets. Okay, that looks pretty good so far. Okay, let's see what more I can do in 10 more minutes, and then I'll call it after 2 hours. But that's not bad for 2 hours to get kind of the structure for the middle. And like I said, I ended up doing that kind of layering. And then we got this down here. We still need to kind of work on this area, but like I said, I don't have a lot of round shapes. So I'm gonna have to get that dots pack, or remember I had this. Some of these could work for negative space, kind of like what Debo was saying. In fact, why don't we test that theory out? We fill that all in with black and then put one of these on. And kind of put it underneath here. And maybe even angle it. Okay, let's try something. Like I said, we got lots of these black plates. That's not too bad. I'm gonna go for that. The finished typewriter looks fantastic. My only gift is that the shift, the only griff is that the shift key doesn't work. Oh. Okay, well, sorry about that, Debo. Okay. Alright, so we're going to do the negative space thing using the white. And you see how that makes that little curve there? And that's actually pretty good. There's still a little bit of blockiness here, but that's not too bad. Hey, Amasaurus! What are you building? Oh, I am working on an Inkblot. This is a Rorschach Inkblot from 1921. So it's 100 years old. And this is number 2. I worked on this one last week. This is Inkblot number 1 in the series. And this is Inkblot number 2. It's good to have you here. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, actually, I'm getting ready to probably wind down because I was just mentioning that I'm running low on parts. So yeah, so this is a mock, and I'm trying to mimic this as Inkblot number 2 in a series. And we were just talking about negative space and how I used these curved pieces here and the black underneath to create the negative space. And it works. It works really well. And I have 2 more of these, so that could help, especially up here. So this is going to be the tricky part, is this little section over here and some of these little wing areas. So yeah, how are you? I saw you built the at. That thing is huge. Oh my god, that thing is huge. That's so neat. You studied those a bit back in school? Never seen one built from Lego. Okay, well, I checked. There have been a couple people who knolled, where they took a lot of knolling and they put it into a similar thing. But yeah, this kind of came about as kind of a joke at first, because we were talking about psychological tests and self-portraits. And I said, you know, I can make a Rorschach print. That's what I'll do. And honestly, I wasn't going to do all 10. I was going to stop here. This was going to be and this is the first one in the series of 10. That at is gigantic. You really had fun building it too. Yeah, Yeah, I can only imagine what it was like. I saw the part where you had the screwdriver, that custom screwdriver. That was really cool. So yeah, but thanks for stopping in. It's good to have you here. Yeah, I think yeah, we were talking about how this Rorschach thing was, they asked us to do self-portraits on the Tricky Brick show. And we were all talking about how nobody wants to really reveal a part of themselves. So I said, I could do a Rorschach print and then see where that goes. Now I do have these as curves, but they're not the same. I might have a second one of these. But this kind of layering, and what I'm doing, Emma, is Emma Source is just, let me see if I can show you a side view. Because you can see that there's stacks and layers. So it's kind of like greebling. And I use mostly black studs. So the black studs allow you to rotate these and they give you good clutch power. So I can definitely, I can stand this up like this and it's not going to fall. But you can kind of get a sense of how I'm working. So yeah, I just started this series literally just in the last, I don't know, week, in the last week. Yeah, in fact, it has only been a week that I've been doing these. But yeah, they've been fun. Fun, and also I realized just how limited my collection is. But yeah, it's great to have you here. So I'm going to work for another 4 minutes, and then I'm going to call it. And then tomorrow, I wanted to just mention what I'm doing tomorrow. So in fact, let's see. I'm just looking at this. We've made some good progress so far. This is the, I think the two rods in the middle work really well for that. And then we use these horns for the bottom, and then later we'll use the I've got these teeth that could work for the top up here. The only problem is I don't have a lot of top clips. I only have 2 left. These 2 top clips. Do I build mostly mocks or official sets as well? I do both. But I was just talking about how I have the typewriter, and I'm not sure if I'm going to build the typewriter on stream because it is a complex build. And that I had the, I still have it, the upside down. But the problem is, I think I saw 5 people all building the Stranger Things upside down at the same time. So I said, I'm going to wait on that. I don't need to build it along with everybody else. So I figure what I'll do is I do Thursdays. Every Thursday I build what I call Thrifty Thursday, which is a set that's $20 or less. In fact, this is a good time since we have 3 minutes to go. This is the set I'll be building tomorrow. You need to get back to editing, but I'm happy I found your channel. Oh, thank you. I normally stream late at night, so people were just telling me they were really glad that they weren't asleep when I was streaming. So yeah, thank you for following me. I appreciate that. So, and yeah, do what you need to do, but tomorrow I'll be building this since you're asking about sets. This is a set that's $9.99, and it has all these really cool gold clips and these pearlescent horns. And I got this idea, this particular one, from Cass McClellan out of Portland. So I'm going to work on this. Yeah, welcome to the BBN, the Brickanista Broadcast Network. Yeah, Emma Swords, it's great to have you here. But he mentioned this on his Instagram account, that for $9.99 you get 12 of these pearlescent horns. You get all of these clips as well. Plus you get this dark red and the blue, and you get 2 minifigs as well. So we're going to work on this tomorrow. And every Thursday, I always pick a set that's $20 or less, and I'll have a special guest. So anyway, and I think this is a good stopping point for this particular part. I think it's coming along well. I think, as Debo was talking about using negative space too, that you can see this bottom section is starting to kind of come together. And this actually, when I was saying that this actually may work, is that you see how it has a blunt corner? And this has a blunt corner up here. So I think if I can work that into this edge, that I think that's going to work out really well. I have this curve here, so I can fill that in with black, fill that in with black. I may do that off stream and see where that goes. So anyway, thanks again, everybody. I appreciate you hanging out with me for a little bit. And Emmasaurus, that was a great surprise. Good to have you here. I'm going to move this out of the way. Oops, I should have done that after I did this. Get to see my floor. How are you? I'm still getting used to this about, you know, what should be in front of me, what should be on the side, etc. But anyway, great to have everybody here. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Brickanista Broadcast Network. I stream 4 times a week on YouTube, 2 times a week on Twitch, and I have been doing this 5 o'clock time slot on Wednesdays, primarily after I started doing those review shows with, Yano, River Blue. So yeah, it's good to have you here. And Debo, I know this is a good time for you because you're not fast asleep on the East Coast. And great to have you here, Amasaurus. And Lena was here too. Thank you, Lena. Thank you, Zach, for hanging out again. And just always great to have some friends hang out with me while I'm working on this. And I'll show you, the clutch power seems pretty good, but we're working on Inkblot number 2, and it's coming along. Here's the comparison. So I think it's getting pretty close. Like I said, I need to fill out the black portions, but I think the bottom half is pretty solid. So I'm pretty happy with that. And then compare it with Inkblot number 1, because I also want them to be about the same size. And so let me see, I should put this one here, right? 1, 1, and 2. So yeah, they're coming together nicely. I need to get more dots, though. I think I'm gonna pull the trigger. I mentioned Target has the pack of dots, those 1,000 dots for $15.99. Definitely check that out. I'm going to go get those maybe tonight. Maybe tonight, because maybe I can still work on this. Let me know too. Send me a message on Discord or private message me on Instagram if you want to see me build and finish this here, or if I should build it maybe off stream and record it and put it either on Discord or on my locals.com account. So anyway, that I think I really am glad we found those white round half rounds, because they look great. Really, really excited about this. So thanks again, everyone. I appreciate it. And as they say on the Brickanista Broadcast Network, my sticker's not here, but may the clutch be with you. Thank you so much and take care. See you guys. Bye.